We're going to have whatever India charges, we're charging them. Whatever another country charges, we're charging them. So it's called reciprocal, which I think is a very fair way. We didn't have that.
U.S. President Donald Trump has introduced reciprocal tariffs on all U.S. trading partners, a decision that has raised concerns and uncertainty, especially for India. Announced just before his meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this move aims to address trade imbalances between the two countries. Trade experts highlight that India's tariffs on U.S. imports exceed those imposed by the U.S. on Indian goods by more than 10 percentage points. While India's average tariff on U.S. exports is 9.5%, the U.S. charges only 3% on Indian imports. Trump has criticized India's high tariffs, describing it as a challenging market for American businesses.
Well, India's been, to us, just about the highest tariffed nation anywhere in the world. They've been very strong on tariffs, and I don't blame them necessarily, but it's a different way of doing business. It's very hard to sell into India because they have trade barriers, very strong tariffs. We are, right now, a reciprocal nation. We are going to, if it's India or if it's somebody else with low tariffs, we're going to have the same.
While Trump assured that companies setting up factories in the U.S. would be exempt from tariffs, India is expected to be among the hardest hit nations by these reciprocal trade measures. Key industries, including food products, textiles, electrical machinery, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, and iron and steel, could face significant disruptions. In response, India is considering lowering tariffs on more than 30 products and increasing imports of U.S. defense and energy goods in an effort to ease trade tensions. However, given the complexity of trade relations between the two countries, Indian businesses and consumers are likely to experience the impact of these new tariffs. To adapt to the changing trade landscape, India is preparing for economic adjustments. The new tariff policy is set to take effect by April, with businesses anticipating potential challenges. But what does this mean for everyday life? In the short term, Indian consumers might see higher prices, and businesses could struggle with declining competitiveness. In the long run, however, the Indian government is exploring policy changes to mitigate these effects. Ultimately, how these tariffs reshape India's trade dynamics and economic outlook remains to be seen. The next few months will be critical in determining the future course of action.